Hello students. Today we will discuss about our first chapter, that is life processes. So let us begin. Life process. The process which maintain body functions and necessary for survival are called as life processes. It means these are the processes which are maintained by the body and they are necessary for our survival. All the processes which together keep the living organisms alive and perform tasks to maintain the body are called as life process. So, these processes are being maintained by the body to keep the living organism alive. For example, nutrition, respiration, transportation, and excretion. First one is nutrition. The process of taking nutrients from food is called as nutrition. It may also defined as the process of consuming the food is called as nutrition. So some of the nutrients are carbohydrates, fats, proteins, water, vitamins, minerals, etc. So these are the nutrients which are consumed by the body as a food. Modes of nutrition. So there are two modes of nutrition. First one is autotrophic nutrition. Second one is heterotrophic nutrition. First one, autotrophic nutrition. It is a process in which organisms produces their food from a simple inorganic materials such as water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. For example, plants. So plants are autotrophic in nutrition. So they can prepare their own food using the inorganic materials and sunlight. Second one, heterotrophic nutrition. In this, organisms depend upon the other organism for food to survive. For example, human beings and amoeba. It means they are dependent on the other organisms for their food. Nutrition in plants. So photosynthesis, the process in which green plants convert simple inorganic materials such as water and carbon dioxide into complex organic food material, that is glucose, in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. So photosynthesis process can be written in a chemical way as CO2 plus H2O in the presence of sunlight, chlorophyll, it gives the C6H12O6, nothing but it is a glucose, and it gives the oxygen, that is O2. So events occur during the photosynthesis. So which are the events which occur in photosynthesis process? First one is absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a substance, it is present in the plant body. It helps in the absorption of sunlight and then conversion of light energy to the chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Third one is reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. So these are the events which are taking place during the photosynthesis. So chloroplast. These are the small organelles found in plant cell. It contains chlorophyll which absorbs sunlight for the photosynthesis. So second type of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition. So there are three types in this. First one, saprophytic nutrition, parasitic nutrition and holozoic nutrition. First one, saprophytic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organisms obtain food from dead and decaying organic matter, for example, bacteria and fungi. This means these are the organisms, they get their food from the dead and decaying matters. Second one, parasitic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organisms obtain food from another organism without killing them. Such nutrition is called as parasitic nutrition. For example, mosquito and tapeworm. Third one is holozoic nutrition. The mode of nutrition that involves ingestion, digestion, absorption and assimilation of liquid or solid organic material, for example, animals and human. So, we are having the holozoic type of nutrition. Next, the nutrition in human. Here, the diagram shows that the human nutrition way or a digestive system. Here is a diagram which is showing the human digestive system. Here, human beings engulf the food and the body digests the food and then the waste is removed from our body. When we are taking the energy or a food inside our body, we take the food into the mouth. Then we bite and chew the food. Next, the salivary glands secrete saliva and it contains salivary amylase that converts the starch into sugar. So, saliva is present in our mouth. Then, from the tongue, all the crushed food mix with the saliva, then tube-like structure, which is also called as esophagus. The food travels through the esophagus and goes to the stomach. In the stomach, three things are released. In the stomach, three things are released, that is HCl, mucus and pepsin. So stomach is a large organ. It expands when food enters in it. So there are gastric glands. It releases the gastric juices. Gastric juice contain HCl, pepsin and mucus. HCl makes the medium acidic and kill the harmful bacteria of a food. Then pepsin break down the protein into amino acid. Then mucus, this protect inner lining of a stomach. So next, the small intestine. It is the site of complete digestion. It means in the small intestine, the complete digestion process will occur. Liver. It produces the bile juice and bile salts. Bile juice, it makes the food alkaline. Bile salt break the large fat globules. This is called as emulsification. Then gallbladder. It stores the bile juice and salt. Pancreas. So it releases the trypsin and lipase enzymes. Trypsin break down the protein into amino acid. Lipase breaks down the emulsified fat into fatty acids and glycerol. So starch, it converts the sugar. Fat are converted as fatty acids and glycerol. Proteins are converted as amino acids. So, in the small intestine, villi are present. Villi are the finger-like projections inside the small intestine. These increase the surface area of absorption. Villi are supplied the food to blood vessels. Then the blood vessels takes the food to each and every cell of the body. Lastly, large intestine. The unabsorbed food sent to the large intestine where its wall absorbs more water from this material and rest of the material removed from the body via anus. So this is the digestive system or a nutrition in the human beings.